Hello, it's Thomas once again with talking about different computers that I have and different technologies. Um, One thing that happened is I had a Alienware 18 laptop, which I loved and I got a lot of work done on over the years, but it just sort of got older, so I ended up selling it on eBay and or putting it for sale on eBay, and that's actually still in auction. So in the meanwhile, I thought I needed a new high-powered laptop to do my 3D work on, which I do in Unreal Engine, Maya, Lightwave 3D, Studio Max, After Effects, Photoshop, 3D Coat, Sustenance Painter, and other tools. So I thought it was time to get a new laptop because my other one was starting to get older, and there's a lot more technology today to laptops. So I hope I made the right choice. I checked so many different companies out, and some of the best ones I found were probably HP, actually, but those ones were very expensive. And I checked some other companies that had faster processor laptops, but they didn't have the RAM and they didn't have the graphics card I was looking for. They had like 1080 I think it was, or 1080, and they had 2080 that were 8 gigabytes, and they were probably fantastic for video games, but not really for a workstation use. So I wanted to get one with a graphics card that was good for a workstation use. So I checked out actually Lenovo, and I went with the ThinkPad P73 mobile workstation, which is a 17-inch display. My last computer had an 18.4-inch, but it was only 1920 by 1200. This one has a 4K, full 4K display. So this one has a UHD 3840 by 2060 IPS anti-glare Dolby Vision HDR 400 nits screen. The computer also has a 128 gigabytes of RAM in it, which is great for a laptop. 128 gigabytes of RAM in a laptop. It has the NVIDIA Quadro RTX 5000, which is 16 gigs of graphics memory, and it's more suited to workstation use, which is what I need it for, but it's also great for games. So I'm not going to come up short in the games department, but I wanted to have something for my work, particularly on wireframes and 3D modeling and texture painting and stuff like that. So it has a pretty good card for a laptop, which is the 16 gigabyte RTX 5000 Quadro card from NVIDIA. And has stuff like a forward camera and a fingerprint reader, backlit number pad. It has I bought two separate 1 terabyte SSD graphics cards for it, or did I get two 2 terabytes? I don't remember. Maybe I got two terabytes. I can't remember. But I got that system, and I just wanted to have a pretty fast laptop. Now, there's most the super powerful laptops I found at like Origin and Box, even, and CLX, I think they are, and Zydax, and Alienware and such. Some of them had certain things that were faster, like some of them had a 10 core processor, which is great on a laptop. And this one has a 6 core, which I think is still pretty great for a laptop, but not as great as a 10 maybe. But it is what it is because that's as high of a CPU as Lenovo puts in it. However, they only had 64 gigs of RAM, and this has 128 gigs. It has 128 gigs of, let's see, of it's probably not the very fastest RAM in the world, but it's acceptable. It has 4 times 32 gigabytes DDR4 2666 megahertz ECC, which is not the fastest, but I actually saw some that had like way faster than that. I think 3600 or something speed. Yet this one has 128 gigs of RAM, which is not bad. And it has that graphics card, because as of this date, I don't believe there's a laptop that has the the RTX. I'm sorry, the Quadro. Oh gosh, the Quadro 6000. I don't think that comes in a laptop yet. But this one has the RTX 5000. Now, just for the record, I'm just going to go over some stuff here at VFXrex Studios, located in Oceanside. We were in Los Angeles, but we moved. And I just wanted to say real quick, I got a computer from Zydax recently as well that I just wanted to quickly show. It's a beautiful computer. And that's my new desktop. Now, I just bought 2 Titan cards. Now, you'll notice there's no SLI. I just installed those yesterday. And I just bought this. The Titan RX. It's the bridge to run those 2 Titan Black cards, and I think I'm going to be pretty happy with this. Now that's my old computer there, which is still a powerhouse, but this new one is great, and I'm just about to connect the SLIs on this one, so I should have a really fast graphics with the 2 Titans on there. They have 24 gigabytes of graphics each, so then together I'm assuming would be 48. Just some projects I'm working on here with that machine, other projects. This rendering machine's not on right now. But all in all, I hope I made a good decision. I think I did. And I got the Lenovo, and I did this for various reasons. I compared it against others. But one of the best things about this is it's probably not like the coolest looking laptop, I'm going to assume, compared to some of those gaming laptops and stuff. But at the same time, this was configured at almost, or maybe it was $7,000 or almost $7,000. But they have a discount, and I'm not getting anything from Lenovo for this, but they have a discount for like $2,800, almost $2,900 off the overall bill. So the bill was like a lot of money for this laptop. It's an expensive laptop, but the same one from HP was like $8,000. And this one was in like the 4,000 range. It's still an expensive laptop, but for the type of work I do, I need it. So anyway, this is an unboxing, and hopefully that goes well. So I'm going to try to flip the camera here. There it goes, and that's how the box comes from Lenovo. Now, I will say this: they had some problems on the shipping. So if you order one of these, it's probably because of COVID. Who knows? But there was a real delay, and it was a little bit like I wish I could have gotten it quicker. But it's a ThinkPad, and I'm just gonna unbox this. This is how it's shipped to me, and I'm gonna be able to do some really strong 2D and 3D animation and modeling on this. I'm pretty sure of that, because it is a little piece of sticker here. Just gonna try to cut through that with the tape. But I mean, this is kind of like a workstation replacement, really. I mean, this is a fast laptop. 128 gigs of RAM in a laptop? Really? 16 gigs of graphics in a laptop? That's pretty good right now in 2020. 6 cores processor, and here's how it has like a plastic packaging. Ooh. There it is. And I'm assuming this is power and manuals and things. Let's open that. Sorry, I have no shoes on. Let's see. And at VFXrex Studios here, we are able to do virtually any effect, including creatures, spaceships. There's a spaceship project I'm working on right now that has a lot of almost Star Wars quality ships in it, and I can't unfortunately mention much about that project, but I'm building the spaceship models for that, and they're coming out amazing. They have to be highly detailed. By the way, this is Buddy Rex. Here is the ThinkPad P73, and it's a 17-inch display, 4K. I mean, this is sort of a steal when you think about the price compared to HP or any of the other gaming sites. Make sure I don't drop it. So this is, I mean, it's simple. It doesn't have like an alien head on here or something, or MSI in letters or whatever. It just says ThinkPad. I mean, frankly, that looks pretty goofy. To be honest, that looks really, they should really hire VFXrex studios to redo their stuff, because that ThinkPad there looks pretty embarrassing. But it is what it is. But this is like, that's part of the reason maybe that it's less of a price. And they have the warnings not to choke on this and stuff. Don't. It's not a toy for babies. And let's just pull this off. And I'm just like ripping it to shreds here. So hopefully I don't have to return it. This is just like incredible tape that they put on this thing. But this got like and I don't know about lost. There's like, it said there was a mechanical failure in Alaska, and it was also held up for a while in China and held up in South Korea. So it was held up, but it just takes some patience. I finally got it, and actually it was due tomorrow, and it came today. So it did actually, in a certain sense, it came a day early, but it came a day early after being initially late. But this is the underside, and I mean, that looks really cool. It looks really quality from, just from what you can see. It's hard to see. There's also like these cooling pipes inside there, I think, for the graphics and stuff. So here's the top, which, I mean, it's got this like kind of soft, I guess it's paint, but it almost feels like rubber. Maybe it's plastic, but it's got like a soft, like semi-grainy surface on it that you can see is like, it's actually kind of cool. It's got these hinges here and different plugs. I'm not going to go into every single thing. This is more about an unboxing than what it has. And we have unboxed it already. Again, the power and stuff's down there. But let's open this up. So it's, it's got this thing again. You never know. I might put something else over that, like my little VFXrex sticker or something, because that looks pretty goofy, to be honest. And this red button looks pretty goofy. But what can you say? I don't know if it's the smartest idea to plug this in. To just turn it on right now without the plug being plugged in. I should probably do that first. So let's put this down temporarily. And, because of COVID, VFXrex Studio has gotten a bit relaxed, should we say. So, I'm wearing socks and stuff like that. Let's pull that off. So I got that one. Let's just get this. And, but we are fully ready to take on almost any visual effects, and also even every production, full television commercial, film shoots. We can do full shoots, editing, even the music, everything. We're a full production studio. But right now, it's been mostly effects and animation. And one of the projects, like I said, I can't mention the name of yet or anything about it. There's another project that I'm working on called Worlds, which is a science fiction short film that I'm hoping will turn into an entire feature-length project, and even with a video game to accompany it. By the way, if anyone out there wishes to work on Worlds or any of our other projects, let me know. You can contact me. I'm not sure Some of them have extremely, embarrassingly low budgets, but we don't ask people to work for free. But it might be quite low. And then other projects, if they bring in if they have a budget behind them, then the budget will go up. It just depends. But let us know if you want to work on any of our cool projects right now, like Worlds, all CGI creatures. Let's just plug this in and pray for the best. Hopefully it's not overloaded. This room has already got so many things plugged in. I'm a little nervous right now. But maybe I should plug it in here. Okay, so into the APC. Okay, so then we'll plug this. We'll plug this. It's got, looks like almost like a USB. What is, I haven't seen that kind of charger, but it looks kind of cool. It looks like you can put it unidirectionally. Where is the power plug on this thing? Is this it? Is that a plug inside of that, or does that remove? Okay, so where does this plug in? Where's the power plug? Is it on the back? Is that power? I'm learning as I go here, people. Does that? Oh, there we go. I guess that's the power to answer the question. It's got a little orange light on it to indicate it's powering. So here we go. Ooh, the keys lit up there. Let's see. And no, I don't normally put my laptops on the floor. Ooh, Lenovo. That looks pretty cool. Startup screen. It's got Windows Professional on it. It's got a 17-inch 4K screen. It's not touchable. Backlit keyboard. 128 gigs of RAM. 16 gigabyte Quadro graphics card. RTX 5000. And it's very cool. Looks like a nice screen. We'll have to see when the pictures come. And I'm going to get it off the carpet here in a minute. Put it on the table. Let's see. A couple more lights. Looks like some startup stuff with Windows. It's got these 6-core processor. They're Xeons. So that's pretty nice too. I also got the color calibrated. So there we go with the Windows startup. So I'm not going to take you through the whole Windows startup. This was mostly an unboxing video. And I hope I made the right choice with Lenovo. And I think I did. Because they're kind of like, probably not like the very coolest machines in the world looking and stuff like that. Actually, I mean, it looks like a business computer, but it's really a powerhouse. I mean, it has 128 gigs of RAM on a laptop. My Alienware only had 32. This has 4 times as much RAM. I can't wait. My work laptop over there has 64 gigs of RAM, and it has a 4K screen also. That's an HP. But this one has M.2 hard drives. The Lenovo has M.2 hard drives. Very fast. It has 128 gigs of RAM. It has 16 gigs of video RAM. It has Xeon processors, 6-core, which are, the name of those are called Intel Xeon E2276M with vPro. It's 2.8 gigahertz and up to 4.7 with turbo boost, 6 core with 12 megabytes cache. Now they do have a faster one, I think, with 8 cores. Well, it's not really faster; it just says 8 cores instead of 6. But it's that one's not a Xeon. That one's a 9th generation Intel. But I didn't get that one because you can't get it with the RTX 5016 gigabyte graphics card. So hopefully, actually, it's the fastest, even though it has 6 cores compared to 8. I think it might be faster because it's Xeon. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video, and I hope I enjoy my my Lenovo laptop, which I think I will. I think I'm going to enjoy it. And here at VFXrex Studios, you know, we can do anything from a full production, an entire short film, feature-length film, and some of the stuff we've done before, as far as self-creation, is stuff like Faces, feature film, and Aliens Zone X. Now it's just called Zone X. That's our films, and I'm Thomas Dickens, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm going to also go over some of the other tech that we're using in VFXrex Studios in Oceanside, and I'm also going to go over you know, some behind-the-scenes visual effects stuff on some of our work, like on Worlds, for example. And this is the unboxing of the Lenovo P73 ThinkPad laptop, which looks kind of not that impressive, to be honest, but I think it is impressive. And we're going to have to find out as I use it. But I think it's a pretty impressive machine for a laptop. This has really got the power of a workstation of just a few years ago. And now this one's got 128 gigs of RAM. I still can't get over that. But we'll see how well all that stuff works. And thanks again. And we'll talk to you in the next video.